Hi everyone, this is me Mohammad Gaf welcoming you all at WellTalk Institute of English Language. Today here in this panel, in the episode of first, today I'm just gonna have a debate. I'm not gonna have debate, but I'll be making people debate. There was a topic exactly right the people consider about to talk, but today we just plan to discuss about it, right? Everybody studies, everybody goes to school, but the problem occurs. The people exactly study. The people educate themselves. A problem occurs. What is the outcome of that education? In the last, the people start misusing. In the last, the people start, thinking about others. That why is he not having that much educate, right? So these all the things we are just going to talk about. The punchline, the headline, the title. The main thing that I am indicating for, that is a religious study in school. Sounding like that, oh my god, how it may be possible to have education in school. Many people say that it should not be there, right? Because education is all about developing the skill. Education is all about developing, that thing that can really lead you to be in a society quite very well. But are we having that much outcome or not? Let's see what do the people say here. I'm having Sada, one of our trainees of WellTalk Institute. Here, one of our trainees, Mr. Adis, is quite enthusiastic to talk about this, whether we should accept religious study in school or not. I would like to start from Mr. Adis first, that what does he think exactly? I don't know that is he supporting or not, but I'm just going to know and I'm just going to ask his opinion. So keep on watching video until it completes. So Mr. Adis, what do you think? Should we have religious study in school or not?
Sir, thank you, sir, first of all, to giving me this opportunity to expressing my views on the given topic. It is according to me that our youth or the student is compulsory to having a religious education, because we seen in the present time there is a people get so much educated, but they don't having any kind of moral education. Their lack of very moral education, they're not having any kind of ethics, not a value. So by promoting all of these, like in schools we are having a sports activity,
Right.
extracurricular activities,
Right.
and like sports and other competitions.
Right.
So why not religious education?
Right.
It is very important for growing the children's development,
Exactly.
because we can learn from the religious activity. There are so many examples.
Exactly.
There is a lot of persons who following the teachings of the religious.
Exactly.
Like big companies having the motto which is written in also in the or holy books on a religion.
Absolutely.
So they are learning from our religion.
Exactly.
It is not a bad thing according to my opinion.
Exactly.
That's why the religion education must compulsory in schools.
All right. Here in this situation, Mr. Adis is supporting and saying that there should be religious study in school, because even there is a religion only for the betterment of our society. If we promote religious study in school, so we are gonna have a quite good betterment in our society. Let's see what Sada says.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Kafsar, who has given me this tremendous opportunity. According to me, in schools, religious education should not be taught. Why? Because there are some reasons. The first reason is casteism. We are living in democratic country. We are living in a secular country. That's why it should not be taught in schools. We are having many religions like Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. I will teach about Gita. No one will listen to us, because they are having faith of their religions. If I am Muslim, I am having faith of my religion, and if a person who is Hindu, he is having a faith of his religion. Then who will listen to us? No one will listen to us because of their faith, because of their religion. That's why it should not taught in schools. School is a formal place. In formal place, we should teach our values, or if we will teach the subject in a deeply way, then we can develop our skills. We can develop our skills by competitions, by seminars, by conference. We can develop many things by practical activity. Really, by religious education, we can't develop our practical activity. That's why it should not taught in schools.
Mr. Adi, there is a blame and claim that if you promote your education in school, exactly, it is unable to be adjusted because many people come, and you are living in democratic country. What will you say here now?
Sir, I am having a good example of that.
Right.
Like Sada says that people know about their own religion. So who can teach us about the other religion? How can we respect other person to become? If the parents teaching our own religion, not the by others, how can we know about their religion?
Point.
If we having respecting by, if we know the other religion, so we should respect her.
Exactly.
Like I take an example, like you are going to the namaz and I don't know about the namaz. I am saying what a waste of time you are doing. But if I know, if I learn in school that namaz is a compulsory for you and it is a belief and a faith in your religion, that's why I am respecting you.
Exactly.
That you is a very most disciplined person.
Exactly.
We can learn in
It's all about Sada is trying to say that we need to know, then we will respect all the people. What will you say?
Sir, it can be taught in our home. A person because we are living in democratic country. Listen to me. But if we will listen to our parents, then they will teach us. We are without going to school. They was known about to every person. Why? Because of their practical things.
But Sada, you mentioned about it that it will be difficult to tell that what is Gita and all. So your parents will teach you only according to your faith, right? Are you getting the point?
Yeah, I'm getting
So
your
he's
point.
trying to say, for example, if he is Hindu, so how is he gonna know about what is namaz? He's not going to respect you.
Even my father doesn't know about the Islam, so how can he teach me about Islam?
Sir, what about casteism? We are having many religions. If we will promote only one religion, then it will create
Oh my
barriers
God.
between people to people. What about that thing?
In religion, there is a not.
I'm having. Continue.
In religion, there is a not a mention of caste. We can take an example of every religion. They are not creating any divisions. All the religions promoting the equality, and they are promoting the humanity.
Exactly.
They are not saying that you beat the Hindu guy, you beat the Muslim guy. It is
will
not.
become like an arts. It will become like an arts. What about school? What is the definition of school? It will become like an arts. What about that? People who are coming to take education, we are living in technological era. We are focusing only on practical education. No one want to learn a religion.
You will remain underdeveloped. See me.
Sir, I was saying that religious education in school is not totally replaced by the academic knowledge. Means it is a part of extracurricular activities, according to me. I'm not saying that remove the history, geography subjects and science and physics and only teach the religious.
But you
It is
have told
a
about
extra
respect.
knowledge.
You have told about the development. It can be done by the extra activities. It cannot be done by the only religious education.
Exactly.
I want to ask a question you.
Yeah.
That when we are learning the history subject, what we can learn from history?
What can we learn from history?
We can learn from history whatever has been happened in history. We can learn.
Exactly.
So
there is
in the
no
religion also,
particular
we can.
religion.
There is so many incidents that we can learn from that incidents. Like take the example of Ramayana. There is a person named Ravan. He is a so egoistic person. He is having so much ego and attitude, and he says that he is invincible. That no one can defeat him. But at
that person who doesn't want to
but at
listen
the
to
end-
Ramayan, who doesn't want to listen to Ramayan, what about that person?
What
who
about
wants
that
to
person
listen?
who doesn't want to listen? Exactly.
What about that person?
Means you cannot, in democratic country, you cannot compel anybody to read Quran Sharif or any Ramayana or any Bhagavad Gita.
I was not promoting that only one religion taught in school. All the religions, all the religion teachings.
If we will study history, then we will learn about Khilji. We will learn about many people who belongs from Hindu, who belongs from Buddhism, who belongs from Muslims. We cannot learn from every person by history. Then what is the need of learning religious?
You are telling that the Bakhtiyar Khilji and they are not a part of a religion. There is a part of a. We are talking about the religion. Like take the example of Vedas and Mahabharata.
Yeah, exactly. See, if you take one single example, it is not
He
a.
has given example of Ravan. He did wrong. Then I am telling about the Khilji. He did also wrong.
Okay.
Whatever he has done.
No, he didn't say that Rama did something wrong. Did you say anything about did wrong? You were talking about Raman. He has done something wrong. We need to know.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
So
why-
wait a minute. Let me elaborate.
Bad things can be learned by history. I want to say only.
This is what I was going to elaborate that from the history.
Because if we know about the religion and the religion teachings, because there is some mentioning of so many stories, so we can learn.
Dear
from that.
Adis,
Many stories have been learned by the history. Why there is what is the use
This is
of
what
learning
are this
religious
if we learn anything from history, what is the use of going into the depth of religion or religious study?
And if I talk about the respect, if I talk about the whole holistic, all-round development, cognitive, whatever you want to do, it can be done by the activities.
What will you say now here? There is no, I think there is no use of in a religious study.
There is no
Sir,
use
we
of
know
learning religious
that every person having a religion.
Okay.
So if we are following the religion, we must know about the religion. Huh? If we don't know about our religion, our culture, our society, how can we, like, take an example, you are representing your school, sending you in a foreign for representing our culture and our society. If you are not knowing your
We
religion,
cannot learn by theory. We can learn by examples. Become an example. Then you will be able to convince to the people. Otherwise, it cannot be done.
Fantastic.
sir, if you take a time of ancient times, we don't having a schools, don't having a such kind of a syllabus. So and we done so. There are so many kings. There are so many kings who learned from the for the holy books and the religion. At that time, there are no institution to give him education.
Exactly.
At that, the constitution is
There was
only.
brotherhood. Nowadays, we are not having brotherhood for each other. Because of religious
But Sada is trying to say that if you promote religious study, we are just going to have brotherhood as well.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we the
If we know
people,
about the other religions, we should also become a secular.
we can
Let's promote
exactly
brotherhood.
we can become like we can have a good brotherhood because we will become equal. We will start obeying everybody's religion.
What about our practical education? What about our practical life?
Right? We just keep on doing that. Come on, answer.
We are not denying to stop that.
Accept that.
We are not banning it. We are only saying that.
But sir, in
Religious
ancient time,
education-
religious education was not taught in gurukuls, was not taught in medieval education, but they was having brotherhood. Why? That time it was not given, but there was brotherhood. Nowadays we are learning, we are listening. Everywhere, every person wants to learn a religious education, but here is no brotherhood because of religious education.
Sir, I want to ask a question from Sada. That if you are not liking a religion, then why there are so many invaders come and destroy our temples, destroy our mosque? Why? If they are not believe in religion, why they destroy? Because they know that the religion makes a unity between human. At the previous time, we don't having such kind of knowledge. Because of hate.
They hate to
The
each other.
religion
That's
not
why
only-
they spoil
the religion
our
not promoting the hate.
character.
It promoting the love.
But Sada, I want to ask you one thing. They're destroying. There may be one reason because you're not letting that person know the reality of your religion. If we if you let people know the reality of your religion by the religious study, they will never demolish your temple or mosque. What I think, right?
Yes, sir.
They will never because you don't tell people. You should tell people. If you educate people,
Sir, it can be learned by practical examples. By examples,
Sir,
whatever
if the invaders like Britishers and the Bakhtiyar Khilji, he says, if they are having a religious knowledge about the other religion, then they are not destroying the temples. They are make the help to the other religion person because they are not religiously educated. That's why they are hating the others. If we know that what is the value of temple in the Hindu community and what is the mosque importance in the Islam, then they are not destroying it.
they were following
They are
only
only-
particular religion. That's why they did. They were
No, sir,
having
that's
only
why I
faith
am
of
telling-
only Islam. That's why they did.
So
Otherwise
that's
they
why-
didn't. Otherwise they
So that's why I am telling na, they only know the Islam. They didn't know about the other religion. So who can teach us? Our parents are having a whole day work in our office, so they don't have a time. They send their student, and the student also make the most of their time spend in schools. So it is a responsibility and duty of the school to give him the moral education also.
But sir, it's not responsibility of only for school. It can be given in school, in home, by parents, by practical things.
But how our parents know
we are
that
just
the
no
other
we
religion?
are just talking about like a religious study. If you add it in school, so it will be more helpful. What I think, like he was having
No,
the
sir, it creates hate between people to people. It creates barrier people to people.
what will you say?
If religion creates hate, then why are the constitution makers giving us freedom of freedom to practice religion, like freedom of practicing religion? Why are they not separate the religion?
Not being mentioned, it should be given in schools. It has not
No,
been
they are
mentioned
also
in
giving the rights.
constitution.
They are
But in
also
the
giving the rights.
preamble, we have seen with the people of India having solemnly resolved and sovereign liberty, expression, same equality. So let's do these all the things equally quite well. Like let's accept all the religions.
I want to ask one thing. Is it mentioned in constitution religious education should be given in school?
Yes, if any one person wants a religious activity, they can open a madrasa. They can even the rights, the minority. If there is a minority and they are having to open their preserving their own culture,
Even if
they
you
can
want-
open their institute.
But sir, we are not discussing about only particular religious place. If we are if we will study in a madrasa, then there will be only Muslims.
very good,
There
very
will not be Hindu. There will not be. Sikh,
It
there will
means
not
that
be
you are
Christian.
opening only madrasa, right? You have freedom to open an institute for madrasa.
There will be only.
So, like
Muslims.
take an example of a Saraswati Shishu Mandir. It is a type of a Hindu school, but it is not a compulsory that the only Hindu person can take
I think
admission.
madrasa is also not for Muslim. Hindu people also can go.
Yes, sir, also.
It's for learning. And Hindu people, and they are going exactly. I have
They
seen
are
a madrasa.
not kind of any barrier.
Madrasa
That
is not
only
for
one
Muslim.
religion.
Madrasa is not for Muslim.
So, like, I have an example. You go anywhere in Gurudwara or not? They are not asking your religion. If you are Hindu, you are a Muslim. They provide you a langar. You can eat. Their community food service they are providing.
But
They are
sir-
not asking your religion.
Means the mentality for the people that madrasa is for Muslim or this Saraswati school, it should not be like that. If it is, so it should not be like that. Let's welcome to all the people in madrasa because that's an educational place. What do you say? Do you have any question for him, please?
Yes, sir. If a person who has studied, he knows very well what is education, what is the difference between right and wrong, he will not do these type of things. We can't blame only to religious education. Education is also develop your skill. Education is also develop your mental ability. Then how will you blame to only religious education? It should be given. it should not be given.
Any person having a money, having a power, having a powerful weapon, how can we control that person? There is only a religious fear that he can afford.
Fear. Exactly.
Sir, we can be create fear by our constitution.
No, that the people.
Good point.
Our constitution.
Sir, there are so many people who are much powerful. Even the police and the army didn't.
This is also the point.
But what about that person who is having a faith of their religion and that after knowing they are doing bad things?
This is also good point. Exactly. Many people they have so much faith. It's still there.
are doing. What about
So
that?
for their political benefits, it will do. But I want to say that the religion not teach us to hate. All the religions' motto is that to spread love and promote humanity.
Being misuse of religious
It
education.
depends on us, na? How can we giving a religious education? If we give in a right and proper way, it will benefit the society.
Why are you saying it should be given in school? It depends upon us. Then why?
So
What is the use of?
because in
What
school-
is the use of giving?
Sir, because in school that the students also spend a lot of time in school. They can learn in school. So that's why I am telling you the religious which can give any
That's something that they
education.
can learn anywhere. We can't blame only to school. We can't say to only school. We can learn from school. A person who doesn't go to school, he learns many things by observing the things, by practical
No,
things.
that's mean you want to say that the students should also not go to the school. They can also learn from the coaching and the other things for history, geography, and physics, science. There are so many big personalities and so many big scientists.
Wait. But Sada, you should know one thing that when we compel students to study, like doing the homework or studying quite properly by making schedule, then they focus on that. Like we have become mature, then what is the good thing that we will do? But students are not mature, right? How can they exactly study about religious study? They don't have anything to do with that. If we compel them to take this, then they will take, and it will generate a fear. And when they will be having fear, so they will not do crime.
He said it depends upon the person.
They don't see their dependability there. They just think about what has been given, I will do that. And that's a type of homework. We are just talking about school. We're not talking about the colleges. Now we are in the college, so we can just think what is good, what is bad. We will accept that. But what about school? In school, actually, whatever they are being given, they are doing that. So we need to give them like a religious study and let them have fear. if we will not give, so they will not be having fear and they will do crime. What will you say?
But sir, it can be eradicated by sitting in home. A person who don't go to school, who doesn't go to school, they learn many things by practical things, by observing the things. What is outcome? What outcome is coming from doing bad things? They observe, they learn. Then why we are
Means learning from observation.
Yeah.
Sir, she want to saying that that the religious education is must, but not in school.
Yeah.
They are saying that we can go for the religious activities. We do our coaching, we do our gaining from our parents' knowledge. But why in school? If there is a proper,
Sada is accepting
if there is a proper platform, the school is for learning. Why should not we learn in school? Why we put an extra burden on children to go and
A person who doesn't go to school, they are not having knowledge of religious education. I want to ask one thing.
Sada, one second. I just want to ask, and this is a very logic question. There are many religions, and every people are just like saying their own religion is very good, very good, very good. Which one should we promote? Being atheist, let me ask you. Which religion should we focus more? Because a teacher will be saying, "Hey guys, Arabic is very important. Come on, study about it. Bhagavad Gita is very important." But we will just divert them, right? And they will be completely diverted. Which one should we accept? Which one should we accept? Because there are a lot of religions. If I take 3 religions, Islam, Hindu, and Christian. If I take 3, there are many, but let me take 3.
Sir, I should promote equally. I should not promote only one religion. Because I didn't study only one religious education. He is saying we should study, but according to me, it should not be given in school, because if it will be given in school, it will create discrimination between people to people. According to me,
Means it should be promoted equally, quite well.
You want to say that we promote
Every religion is good
individually.
religion. Every religion is good religion. But we should not target
What is the
volume.
problem? So if every religion is good, what is the problem to giving such kind of education in school?
but sir, there are different rules. There are different methods of doing. Then how will follow?
How will we follow?
Which one will be followed? Can you tell me?
But they also can discriminate. For example, if I'm Hindu, wait, please. There's a logic question. For example, if I'm Hindu and I will be sitting with my Muslim friends, and I will be saying in my religion something is like that, and he will say in my religion something like that, they will start discriminating in school as well.
That's why, sir, it is not given, because
I was going to ask him. I was looking you, but I was asking.
So what is, please repeat the question.
I was just going to ask the question. For example, if I'm Hindu and I'm sitting with my Muslim friends, and I'll tell my friend, in my religion there is something like that, and you should also accept Hinduism. I'm just discriminating in school as well.
and you should do.
Sir,
you should do
I will
that.
compel to my friend. Come on, accept it.
Sir, this will only happen when there is a no religion education. They are promoting the individual religion. But if
No.
Yes, sir.
See, for religion there will be teachers. For Muslim, another teacher. For Hindu, there will be another teacher. And if there will be a period going on for the Muslim, I'll be studying. And later on, I will say to my Hindu bhai or Muslim bhai, "Hey, yaar, in my religion, something like that, you should accept it, something like that."
Sir, but when we observe all the religions, it depends on us that what kind of we follow.
We are mature, we can follow. But if we are talking about school, in school, I think they are not mature to follow anything.
We are not mature to follow. You are mature,
Sir,
then why are you going to-
I was talking about not imposing the religion. The teachings of religious education. Like if I told Muslim a story of a Ramayana, how can I influence him to convert into Hinduism? It will only promote our teachings. That what we should learn about the Ramayana. What is the conclusion of that story? I want to explain that positivity.
Give them positivity.
I am not saying that you
Because see,
becoming a
every religion has given a fantastic, the positive feedback. If we just see, so we need to give them positivity, not negativity. And there is no negativity in religion, exactly, right?
What about, sir, which occurs you have told up to him? What about this
sir, I was-
situation?
Acha. Means blowing on your own trumpet.
Yes.
You will blow on your own trumpet.
Sir, I have a question. You said there are school students. They are not much mature. So then, how can be it mature that they are imposing the others to convert in my religion?
They will be saying because see, they are innocent. they are gonna blow on their own trumpets. अपने मुंह मियाँ मिट्ठू बनेंगे वो. They will say कि in my religion something is like that, something is like that.
Sir, we are discussing about the religious education, na?
Okay.
In religious education, it
Yeah,
is come that there are so many stories.
Let us talk about Bhimrao Ambedkar. In education system, what happened with him? We have studied a lot of things about Bhimrao Ambedkar. Because of he was in school, the babies used to treat how they used to treat. Do you remember? Touchability was there.
Yes, sir.
They were innocent, but why were they saying? Because they were brainwashed. They were told by the family members ki you have to treat like him because he belongs to that family, SC caste, something like that. So this, in the innocent, we also have given to the students ki hey, our religion is our religion, and they will start talking about it. In school, they will just keep on saying like, my religion is very good and my teacher has taught this.
Sir, you are talking in the period of medieval era. You are not talking about at the time of the god or the religion that mentioned in ancient times. But in ancient times, we can having a proof that there is a no caste system. Like in so many stories, you have heard about the
They
Ramayana.
don't give religious education in Gurukul. That's why it didn't happen in ancient time.
Okay. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion comes here. I'd like to go to the people first of all. What would be the conclusion? I mean, what really do you think that it should be? What do you really think about it?
Sir, as we know that in the current scenario, the youth is so much having some kind of tension and also suffering from a depression.
Oh.
And also not a youth. Also, every person is having some kind of stress, some kind of failing with a depression. We having so much technologies. We are surrounded by the technologies, but there is some kind of a stress we are always having.
Okay.
For the mental peace, we do meditation. We go to the temple.
Oh, great answer.
At last, we go to the temple for the mental peace. In that era, we are surrounded by technologies, but not with a peace. Cannot live with a peace. So at that time, we should also learn about from the history or the religion that how to be becoming a kind person.
Exactly.
Because the religion teach how to becoming a moral. It will gives the moral values and also the good teachings
Exactly.
to becoming a kind person.
Okay.
So you should also learn from the religion.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, here there's a good message by Mr. Adis. He's trying to say that if you are in depression, if you have a good connection and a connectivity with the God, you just are going to have relief and relaxation. So it's very good. Let me have some conclusion by Sada. Sada, what do you really think? Should we promote? Or you were saying that it should be promoted or it should be given but not in a school, something like that. What do you think exactly?
In today's world, we are saying we are so busy in practical life and we are not focusing on religious education. It is truth. But if it should not be given in school because of some reasons like casteism, like hateness, these type of things.
Right.
But if we want to become like a humble person, amiable person, if we want to develop humanity, then we can develop by moral education.
Exactly.
It should be given in school, and it can be given in school.
Okay.
And which thing has been mentioned in every religion. That is common, which is that thing should be taught in school, which is different method that should not be taught in schools.
But many people can also be confused by your one answer that moral education. Somehow moral education also comes from religious studies.
Yes, sir, I have told you which thing has common in every religious book.
That's
Like
it?
humanity,
Oh.
like sympathy, like
Kindness.
empathy, kindness.
It should be- it
This
should
type
be-
of thing it should be taught in schools.
Fantastic answer by you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers of WellTalk Institute, what is your perspective? Kindly share in your comment box. I'll be sharing with people as well, so keep on sharing with other people as well. I'll be looking with another debate in episode 2. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.